Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time of the day you're watching this, but I'm glad you decided to join in. My name's Jonathan, and we're going to do a quick devotional thought together. And here's something I've been pondering over the last couple of months. Our Christian walk, our apprenticeship to Jesus, I think is about two things. Jesus says, first of all, come follow me. You remember that phrase when some of the disciples are in the boat and Jesus says, put your nets down and come follow me. And they immediately put their nets down and they follow Jesus. Peter and all of these different disciples, they stop what they're doing to follow, to copy, to mimic, to apprentice under Jesus and to become like him. That's a big part of our calling to be a Christian, is to be a follower of Christ. In fact, Christian literally means little Christs. And so that's definitely a component of being a Christian. There's also another component that Paul talks about, which is where he says, imitate me as I imitate Christ. So we have a following Christ component to our faith, but we also have a leadership component where we're also leading others. We're being led, and we are leading others as well into faith. And so my simple question for you is, often we think about how we're following Jesus and how we're looking up to him and growing and developing ourselves. Sometimes we forget that we're actually also responsible for everybody around us as well, for our environments, for our influence. John C. Maxwell famously says that leadership is influence. So my simple thought or challenge to you today is, when you step into a room, whether it's your home, work, wherever it is, what kind of influence do you bring into that space? So as you follow Jesus, are you able to attract and draw people to yourself, to that way of life? Is it appealing? In other words, when people look at you, do they see a model for people to follow? You see leadership, many people think leadership is about telling people what to do, or organization. I'm sure there's a component of that's true. But leadership really is about pulling the best out in people. So my simple question to you is, do you pull the best out in people? Do people want to work hard? Do they want to be kinder? Do they want to be more open when they're around you? Or do the walls go up? Do they get more defended? And so just a simple thought for you to think of, not to judge, not to pull yourself down if you think you're not doing a good job, but simply for growth. As you're following Jesus, how are you leading those around you, your family, your loved ones, your colleagues, those you don't even know? And what are the atmospheres of influence that you are setting as an example and as a model as you imitate Christ? Have a think about that, pray about that, meditate on that, and see where you might need to make some adjustments or some changes. I hope that's a good thought for you this morning. God bless. Take care.